Hello and welcome to the Digital Classroom. I am Jamie Benedict and I am here with more tools and techniques for the digital curriculum. Hello and welcome to the Digital Classroom. I am Jamie Benedict here with more tools and techniques for the digital curriculum. Today I want to take a moment and show you a couple of really cool features in Canvas that will help you out while you are doing your grading. So let me switch over to my display. And here is my Canvas Gradebook. One of the great things that I like about the Canvas Gradebook is that they give you a test student in here, and that means that I can try things out without having to show student grades, and I can kind of see how everything's going to work. So here's my test student. With each heading, you get these three little dots, and that's basically your menu for that particular category. So I can sort this by name, student ID number. I can get it A to Z or Z to A. I can change my display to first name, last name, or last name, first name. With all of your assignments, you're going to have them listed across the top, and you can change the order that those assignments are listed. I always like to do oldest to newest so that I can see what's most recent and then work my way back, and you can kind of see the progress that way. You could do it newest to oldest and set that up as well. You can throw some filters on here, and you can make a couple of other minor changes to how your assignments appear along your Canvas gradebook here across the top. That's just a little bit to help you organize your gradebook. When a student submits work, you are going to see this little icon right here that lets you know that there was a submission made. And that one will allow you, if you click on it, just to put a grade in. But you can actually go into that assignment by clicking at the top here, and you can join into your speed grader at that point as well. But I want to show you this feature right here. And I've got a couple of assignments here that have no scores. So there's zeros basically at that point, 0. And what I can do is click on these three dots and choose Message Students Who. In this time of craziness, we'll call it, for the classroom where kids are either out of class and watching online, some kids are in class, some schools are completely remote, and they're trying to make sure that they stay on top of the students. And when it's not the traditional classroom, you know, sometimes that can get lost with both students and teachers. So this is going to allow us to keep that communication with students and really put that reminder out there, hey, this is something that you need to get done. So here is my Message Students Who, and I can adjust this to say students who haven't submitted yet, students who haven't been graded yet, scored less than or scored more than. So if I want to send a message to all of those students who have not yet submitted, I'm going to select this one. You'll actually get a list of names for those students here. I'm not going to do that, obviously, for student protection. That's why I'm working in my test program here. So you're going to get a list of names of all the students who have not yet submitted. It's going to give them the subject line, no submission for multimedia assignment. And then you can type in a message to the students. Don't forget to make your submission. This assignment is open until this point. And you are going to be able to communicate with these kids and let them know what's missing. So you can type that in here. This is great if you have long-term assignments and you have deadlines that are coming up. So the students have maybe a week to work on something. Some of them have already submitted. It's Wednesday and you're getting those grades rolling in, and now you've got Thursday and you're getting a few more rolling in, but you don't quite have them all, maybe on Thursday afternoon you send out this submission. Hey, don't forget, this is due on Friday, so you can have that for them. And of course, if I had students here that were listed, then I could hit the send message, and it will send a message to all of those kids. If you want to let a student redo an assignment, you could tell them, you could set this to scored less than, let's put a score on there, scored less than 70. It changes your subject line automatically, and you can resubmit this assignment to earn more points. And again, hit that send message, and it allows you to keep that communication open with them and really help them to stay on track. I know we want to teach them responsibility, and we don't want to enable them all the way through, but at the same time, these are kids that have a lot going on in their life, sports and jobs and family things, and they've got brothers and sisters that need help, and they've got all these different things. Let's help them out along the way and give them a reminder that you've got something that's coming due. You can also encourage them by sending them a message if they scored more than 90, and you can tell all of those students, great work on this assignment. Maybe that deserves an exclamation point. There we go. And then I can send that as well. So we're giving that positive feedback also. This doesn't have to be about the negative all the time. So we do have the ability to share positives with our students as well through this. Now, there's another feature that I want to show in here, and that is on this one. So I've already graded this assignment, but sometimes assignments take a little while to grade, especially when you have a lot of students, or you're grading essays, or you are grading a test with more comprehension questions in there, where you're trying to find out what they understood, and maybe you're grading some short answer, long answer type things. I can change how students see this. And what I want to do is I'm going to come down here to click on Hide Grades, and we're going to get this little notification that says, while grades for this assignment are hidden, students will not receive new notifications about or be able to see any of these different things, and students will not be able to see their grades for the assignments while they're hidden. This is important, especially if you are grading and then you want to go back and make adjustments to the grades. I know in Canvas I have my alerts set up so that when my child gets a grade from a class, it comes right to my notifications. I get a text message on my phone, and that allows me to keep up with what my student is doing. So I'm going to hide these, and you can choose to hide a specific section if you want, or you can just hide the entire thing. And once I click hide, it says success grades have been hidden for Monday assignment, and you can see that all grades are hidden, so there's no need to worry about this. That gives you the ability to go back and make changes if you need to. It also keeps the students from texting each other and saying, hey, what'd you get on this assignment? And then one kid's going, wait a second, I didn't get a score. How come you did? And the kids are now confused, and then that leads to parents being confused. So once we've graded everything, then we can click on our three dots again, choose Post Grades, and I can either open them up to everyone, or I can open them up to just those students whose papers I have already graded. And again, I can sort out the sections if I want to. If you're going to hide them, I would recommend just waiting until the very end, show them for everyone at the exact same time, and then go ahead and click Post. And it says the grades have now been posted. This does not mean that they've been posted to another grading system. And in my county, we use Skyward for our actual grades, Canvas for our submissions. If your school just uses Canvas, once you hit the post grades, it's going to post to Canvas, and the students and parents will be able to see that. If you are in Blackboard, I know Blackboard has a very similar feature for this, as well as being able to message your students during a long-term assignment and let them know, hey, don't forget to get this submission in. Or maybe you change a deadline on something and you move it back a couple of days because something crazy happened and you just want to make sure the kids have another day or two. So you extend the deadline, you come in here, message students who haven't graded yet, say, hey, I pushed the deadline back. You still have a couple of days to get your assignment submitted. So you have a lot of different ways that you can actually meet the communication requirement for your schools and say, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm reaching out to these kids. Let the students know that you are sending messages like that so that they remember to check their email and they are up to date on all of those things. Kids usually appreciate this. You will probably get a message back with a thank you for reminding them because they just let it slip their mind. They're doing the best that they can and they just forgot about an assignment. Usually you'll get something back from some of the kids. You're not going to get it from all of the kids, but you'll get it from some of the students because they appreciate that you have gone out of your way to communicate with them and make that connection with your students and remind them, hey, you need to stay on top of your coursework. So that is a very simple method of being able to communicate with our students, make sure they stay up to date on their work, and get the most out of them while they are in our class. Thank you for joining me today for this short tutorial on how to communicate with your students through the Canvas Gradebook. And again, it works in Blackboard as well. Don't forget to sign up at my Facebook page, The Digital Classroom. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure that you leave comments for me about anything that you would like to see through the Digital Classroom. I'm Jamie Benedict for the Digital Classroom, and until next time, class is dismissed.